So what are the benefits that a worker is entitled to under workers' compensation law in South Carolina? Broadly speaking, there are three main benefits. First of all medical care that is related to the accident is covered by the workers' compensation carrier. The worker doesn't pay anything for the care, no copay, no deductible. All of that money goes straight to the doctors, and all the worker has to do is show up and get the treatment and get well. So medical benefits is number one. The second benefit is weekly checks. If a worker is unable to work because of a job accident and the doctor puts them out of work for more than 7 days, the workers' compensation carrier has to pay the worker a weekly check. Those checks are called TTD checks, temporary total disability checks, because that worker for at least a period of time is totally unable to work. The amount of those checks are 2/3 of your average weekly wage. And so you generally go back a year before the accident, or if you work less than a year, some period of time before your accident, determine how much you were making before taxes, and then you are allowed 2/3 of that number as your compensation rate while you're unable to work. The reason for this is that workers' compensation benefits are not taxable, and most people take home about, or roughly 2/3 of their gross pay due to taxes and other deductions. So the first benefit is medical care. The second benefit is TTD checks or weekly checks. The third benefit is permanent disability money. Now, permanent disability can be permanent total disability. A person's never going to be able to go back to work again. It can also be permanent partial disability. Most cases are permanent partial disability. Even a person who injures their back and has to have back surgery very often are able to go back to their job doing the same work for the same rate of pay. However, their back is not as good as it was before they were injured. And so the law says that they're entitled to an award of permanent partial disability to account for the impairment that their body has. The doctor will give you an impairment rating, let's say 10% impairment of the back, and the Workers' Comp Commission, based on a variety of factors, will determine to what extent that disables you. I'll talk about the difference between impairment and disability in another video that you can find here on my website. If you think you have a workers' compensation case, it is free to you to give us a call in Greenville, 295-AUGHT, that's 0000, in Spartanburg, 597-AUGHT, or in Anderson, 226-AUGHT60. The call is free. We'll take broad information from you to see if we think we can help you. If we think you have a case, we'll invite you to come meet with us and get detailed information. If we decide that we think that you have a case that we can help you with and add value to, then you decide whether or not to hire us. This is Bryan Ramey. Thanks for watching.
Bryan Ramey takes care of your case so you can take care of you.